Tuesday, July 24th, 2018, Monaco 64, home of alternative economics and contrarian views. So, Bitcoin, bond yields, all going higher. I saw a headline yesterday about Bitcoin that the G20 is not going to come out with any guidance for Bitcoin. They're going to leave it alone. I saw some articles from newsletters that I received sometimes via email, some that I have unsubscribed for, but they keep coming, saying that Bitcoin was going to zero in July when the G20 would meet. That didn't happen, right? So, going to be looking at the markets, of course, looking at bond yields. Bond yields spiked higher yesterday. It's looking quite interesting. I'll give you some technical levels for it. And look also at the gold-silver ratio. So it's fairly early right now. It's 7:20 a.m. It's really hot here in London and the whole of the UK. It's unusual for us to have such high temperatures for so long. Hopefully, it will cool down soon. But right now it's a bit cooler at 7:20. So what are the markets doing this morning? We'll go through the normal traditional markets, and I'll have a look at the cryptocurrencies. As they're doing quite well, especially Bitcoin. Bitcoin's outperforming. So right now, spot gold is down 12.1940. So disappointing again. I mean, gold got up, I think, around 12.35 yesterday. I wasn't in yesterday, but I did keep an eye on the markets. I think early on, overnight, Sunday to Monday, we got above 12.30. We were above 12.30 on Friday, and it's kind of come off now. 12.1930 right now. Gold, the low overnight has been 12.18. The high 12.25. Silver 15.35, down 2 cents. So silver outperforming a little bit, which is somewhat encouraging. Range has been 15.43 to 15.31. Again, not concerned about gold and silver. The bulk of my, how can I say, liquid assets, physical gold and silver, that's the way to go. The fiat price, yeah, it will adjust eventually to the real value that it should be. And of course, it maintains value for thousands of years. Sorry, unlike paper money, right? So the Dow right now is up 80 or it's up 76, 25,122, up 1/3%. S&P is up 10, up 1/3% at 2815. And the NASDAQ is up 0.7% or 52 points, 7423. I saw Google had some good results after the close yesterday. So I think that's what's driving the stock market here. Currency-wise, we're seeing the pound continue to drift lower here. We're at 130.80. I think Friday we got back up to like 132. So key level is just below 130 now. I think the low last week was around 129.67. So we're down about 21 pips. Euro is at 116.70, down 20 pips. Still fairly steady. I mean, I remember talking about euro at 117 like a week or 10 days ago. So not really going anywhere. And the dollar seems to have topped against the yen. We're at 111.36, unchanged. But as well, I remember talking about the dollar above 113 recently. What other currencies here? Well, yes, one of the currencies people are talking a lot about is the Chinese yuan. It's up almost, the dollar is almost up 0.5% here at almost 684. It's 683.40. So the dollar continues to do well against the yuan. I guess President Trump won't be very happy about that. I listened yesterday to some of Bloomberg TV in the hotel room I was. They were talking about foreign exchange, the yuan. Some people think that the Chinese are not intervening yet or manipulating the currency. This is just happening through market forces. We'll have to see. So, cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin just traded above 8,000 this morning. Right now it's 7,977 according to a World Coin Index. Ethereum is still below 500. It's 468. So kind of underperforming. EOS still kind of disappointing. It's at 817. Bitcoin Cash doing quite well. 835, up 6.4%. So as I said, there was this headline yesterday about the G20 where there's not going to be any talk about the cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin. So that's good news. They're going to leave it alone. 10-year yield yesterday spiked quite a bit. We went to a high of 297. We closed the last week on Friday at 285, 286. So up 10 basis points. And where are we this morning? We're slightly lower. We're at 295. But I'm going to look at some charts now. I'm going to start with the Bitcoin chart and then look at the 10-year yield and the gold-silver ratio. So Bitcoin short-term chart, as you can see here, we're breaking above 7,800, which was the high late May, I would say. And that's quite positive. The blue line here is the 50-day moving average. The orange line is the 100-day moving average, and the purple line is the 200-day moving average. The moving averages are still not technically bullish longer term. We need to see the purple line be the lower one, the 100-day beige line be the middle one, and we need to see the 50-day kind of, how can I say, catch up with the 100-day. But it's looking good. It looks like a good bottom here in Bitcoin. And then I'll look at a slightly longer term chart of Bitcoin so you can see where we are in terms of the longer term picture and what the next important technical level is. So yeah, that was just below 10,000 would seem to be the next target. It seems quite far, $2,000, but we've recently been, below 6,000, and we're now at 8,000. So it could move quite quickly. So yeah, the next key technical level is 10,000, and we could go test that fairly quickly. There will be a lot of resistance up there. And if it breaks through there, it could you could see some fireworks in the cryptocurrencies. 10-year yield, which is starting to look quite interesting. You can see here that it looks like we're forming head and shoulder. So this 3% yield level here, or just below it, is very important. We need to top over here and then drift lower to create the right hand shoulder and then go lower. If we break through 3% definitively in the next few days, next week or so, and then test the high this year just above 310 there, which is around 312, and break that, we could be off to the races in terms of yields. And that would be negative for all financial assets. That would mean the cost of borrowing money, the risk-free rate of borrowing money for 10 years would be going up. And that could be a bad signal for overall financial markets. But we're still far away from that. So yeah, keep an eye on that 3%. Now I've got the gold-silver ratio. That's also forming, in my opinion here, a head and shoulder, left shoulder there, formed in December of 2017. The head has been forming most of this year. And now it looks like we're forming another shoulder here, and we're just below 80. And that's where we need to stay and then trade lower from to create the right hand shoulder that would drive that this ratio lower. A lower gold to silver ratio means that precious metals will probably have bottomed and that silver is outperforming on the upside, which it usually does. Like that 10-year yield though, if we break above 80 here and then break above 82, 83, that would mean that we've gone a lot lower in precious metals, unfortunately, in terms of fiat money. Does that mean I'm going to get rid of all my gold? No. Hopefully maybe able to add a bit to it. So yeah, that's it for this morning. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share it, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, if you enjoy my content. And you can follow me on Steemit, DTube, and on Twitter as well. And I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.